Hello, everybody. It's Monica Heltz with your daily Fishers Health Department update. So today is Monday, August 31st. A couple of updates for you today. One, just a reminder that we are now testing all ages 5 and up for Fishers residents. So if you want to sign up your 5 and up kid, go ahead and sign up on our website the same way you do for everybody else. And have them watch the video, which should be up on our website very shortly, to hopefully make them feel a little bit more comfortable about the process. It'll walk them through what to expect and what some other kids thought about the process. So we'll have that available for you. As far as our key metrics, our case rate remains in our orange level at 18.51. That should be updated later today. So, you will probably see a change on our website later today after we get the data in from the state. Our Fishers testing site rate is at 6.1%. And then the county rate went over the weekend, it went from under 5 to 6.2% positivity rate for Hamilton County. So that's where we're at. Again, on Friday, we changed directions. We started heading back down from the orange. And we will plan to update you guys at least once a week as far as color changes. We don't expect to change colors more than every 2 weeks, but we'll give an update on that on Tuesdays. So look for that tomorrow. As far as the state's metrics, I know that a lot of people have noticed that the state came out on Wednesday at the governor's press conference with some new metrics that they have created in order to better guide schools and when it's appropriate for schools to be in person versus hybrid versus virtual, and at what level of spread of community spread. So just a couple of words about that. One is the state is creating this for the state as a whole. We created ours for our specific community, not to say that we're better than or less than or anything else other than being more specific. The state is having to paint these strokes a little bit more broadly because they're dealing with very rural areas where they have very small schools, and then they're dealing with more urban areas where they have very large schools like we have. So they're trying to stick that balance somewhere in the middle. The other thing I would mention is that they're using the same key metrics that we are, and that they're using case rates and percent positivity rates and whether things are going up or down and by how much. So that's a lot of what we're looking at too. They're using a slightly different technique. They're looking at case rates over a week versus we're looking at case rates by day. They have a formula where they're assigning a specific number based on these different factors, and then they'll assign each county a color based on these numbers. So based on the information that I can see on their website today, I would guess that they would have Hamilton County in the yellow category. And again, they haven't updated their website yet for us all to see exactly where they place Hamilton County. I'm hoping that they'll have that up today, but as of taping this, it's not yet up. Again, I would guess that Hamilton County should be in the yellow category based on the state's new metrics. And that's pretty close to where we're at. Like I said, we're headed down from orange, and we'll update you on colors for Fishers on Tuesdays. So tomorrow, be on the listen for that. There's a couple of mismatches, and that's normal as far as, it could be the percent positivity could be one thing and the case rate could be another thing. And that's one of the reasons why the state has decided to use this more formulaic approach where they assign points and then they average them. And again, it's not on their website yet, so we can't see it yet on how that's going to shake out. But we can watch for that on their website. There are a couple of differences as well as far as what they're recommending for schools versus what we are recommending for schools. And the key one in the yellow category is that the state is saying that in their yellow category, they would say that all kids of all ages could be in school. And in our yellow category, we're also saying actually that all kids of all ages can be in school. We are further specifying that if you're going to have middle school and high school kids in school, they need to be strictly cohorted, meaning they really need to be with the same group of kids all day. So the state has not specifically said that, but they have also suggested in the yellow category that extracurricular activities be canceled or postponed. And they have further said, even in their blue category, that you should limit activities where you can't social distance. So I think some key points on that are that it could be interpreted in a lot of different ways. If you can't social distance in a classroom, then it would be hard to have a classroom with all kids in that classroom. We haven't gone to that level of specificity, and instead we're saying, from a hybrid model at the middle school and high school, that would be a little bit safer. The other thing I should mention is that our extracurricular activities, a lot of them have been back already and they've been doing quite well. They have measures in place that have helped to limit the spread. So I'm not actually as worried about the extracurricular activities as I am about that changing classes every hour at the junior high and high school levels. So that to me is the primary concern from a spread standpoint when we're in yellow, if you are unable to cohort those students. So again, that's how some of the private schools in our area are able to keep more kids in class. They have less kids in the class and they're able to keep those kids together throughout the day versus having them mix up. So it's a benefit to us to have all these wonderful course offerings and with our big schools, but it does make it very difficult to cohort, and that's the trade-off that we see here. So that's just a little bit of a word about our two different calculations. I'll give you another update tomorrow when we see, hopefully the state's dashboard will be up and we'll be able to speak a little bit more specifically about what we see on their dashboard. Thanks so much for listening. Bye.